for your New Orleans Pelicans, the man in the middle at 6'9" at power.
It's before we get.
Thank you, Kevin.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows. Thank you. So here's Miami's starting group. Collins is out there with Reddish. Then there's Towns. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the point guard. And for the Pelicans, Sexton is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Paul George. And it's Bassey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Midway through the season, are teams, Greg, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think there's still some steps in small parts of evolution of a team, Kevin, but at the time when you get into 25 or 30 games, coaches are really familiar and helping players establish a rhythm to the number of players they're going to play, the rotations they're going to play in, the nights when they need more offense and how they're going to lean on guys, the nights where they might need more defense and play certain lineups. That's still pretty much the foundation of what they're going to be the rest of the year.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Kennard. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Throws up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Really good, ferocious defense from Gilgeous-Alexander to knock it loose.
Outside Collins. And he drives in, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Clock at 6. Pass to Towns. Blocked again.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. With the fadeaway. Off the left rim and out.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Collins kicks to Towns. Outside, Sexton. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Reddish the pass to Towns. And yes, it's good.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Mann after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Reddish kicks to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. Towns a screen on George. Driving to the basket. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the night right here. The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys was wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
And a memory I have of Colin Sexton in Alabama. How about he scored 40 points in the game where the Tide only had 3 players on the court down the stretch. The young fella was undaunted.
Towns, there it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
The big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Outside, George fires from deep. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And in that game with only 3 players, Sexton almost led them to a comeback, Greg. In fact, they actually cut a 14-point lead down to 3.
And that tells you about Sexton's mindset. He was not prepared to let them lose, even under the toughest scenario you can imagine. Clearly, he one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's got 6. Sexton the pass to Madison. Over Collins. And the rejection by Collins. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. Shot from 12. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, George. That shot off. Now the Heat take it the other way. To the left side wing. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Reddish the pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
You wonder how much further Cam Reddish's game can get in the pick and roll action. Effective there.
And here's George. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Here's Mann. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
JaVale McGee, Terrence Ross, Cameron Thomas.
Here's Mann. Shot clock at 6. Over Rose. Kicks it out to Collins. And too long on the shot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Good.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Towns a screen on Rose. Here's Mann. The layup off target. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Heat lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sport. And the wins haven't always come easy early in his career.
I know that. I have to continue to work.
Right, you can see the work he's putting in. His numbers have grown year after year.
The scoring in particular, he's showing promise. Interesting to see just how good he can become.
Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Miami, Ibaka is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2. Jones kicks to Ibaka. Now James. Driving in. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Heat lead by 3.
and it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Rose finds McGee. Here's Bassey, defended by Ibaka. Bassey, the pass to Ross. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Well, this will always be a part of Serge's game. Rim protection on the inside. That's nasty.
And it's Rose missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Left side, Jones. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And it's a 5-point Heat lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Bassey, the pass to Ross. They set the pick from 13. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Miami leading by 5. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Pass to Robinson. There's the feed to Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dream.
Now here's Rose. He has 5. Over James. That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Derrick Rose.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Outside Robinson. Back to James. Here's Mikhailuk. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That one good for 2. Now just a 2-point Heat lead.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint. And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He's certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Towns.
Pelicans dance team.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback. Miami grabs the miss. A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. Now, here's Reddish. Defense is right there. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And there's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving the lane. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has that length to be able to extend up to the rim.
Here's man. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Man. Gets the bucket.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Left side, George. Passes it to Madison. Sexton against Kennard. 5 to shoot. Pass to Şengün. From deep. And Madison gets it to go.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Man passes to Reddish. Pass to Man. From past the arc. He can't. Get that one to fall. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. George with the bounce pass. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we... Thank you, David. And whoops.
Kenny, did you circle? Now turning our attention back to this. And that is a wrap.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Sexton. Also, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander out there. And it's Bassey in at the center. That's the Pelicans 5. Ball stolen. Outside, Sexton. The pass to George. Back to Sexton. They now take the lead. Sexton's got his first 2 points of the night.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Passes it to Reddish. Down low. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And Miami making a change here. Towns is checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And George kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Brent, when you look at Sexton, he has the ability to play either guard spot, and I like that versatility.
Well, especially in today's game, Kevin, I think smaller and smaller players are going to be able to get back during the regular season and impact the way that offenses come at you and play with pace. And Sexton, one of those guys who can slide over and be a bit of the 1-2 combo guard that you're talking about.
Now, here's Reddish. Not a lot of room. It's tipped. Here's Bassey. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Bassey's got his first points of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Towns, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
And that's what we call playing with force, and Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Here's Madison. He's guarded by Collins. Madison's shot is off. The Heat trail by 3. Reddish with the ball. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Out to the right wing. Towns wide open. Connects from three-point range.
For 3.
Towns has got 13 points.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Your Pelicans dance team.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. There's a screen. Rose passes to Madison. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. He has 5.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
And here is Robinson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Thomas finds Rose. Pass to Madison. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 4-point Pelican lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Prince outside. Ibaka with the screen on Ross. 5 on the clock.
Well, if the defense is going to give that up, Taurean Prince is going to take full advantage of it.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Rose passes to Ross. New Orleans moving the ball around. Madison's shot is off.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
2 minutes
to Ibaka with a lead. Towns trying to get open. And the Heat, another 3.
And defenses have to respect Ibaka's range. That's going to scramble them.
And it's Rose penetrating. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Robinson. Miami needs to get a shot off. Prince misses. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Thomas finds Rose. Now here is McGee. McGee sets the pick for Ross. Over Robinson. And the slam dunk by McGee.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, boxed out, or he'll destroy you.
Different look for Miami. Jones comes in for Towns. And Winslow subbed in for Serge Ibaka. And it's the Heat with the ball. Timeout called the Heat.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
Timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Now Prince. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Taurean Prince had his eyes on the rim the whole way there. Love how aggressive he was there on that drive.
Here's Rose. They lead by 1. This is to McGee. He kicks to Sexton. Takes it off the glass. Sexton's got 6 points in the quarter. Miami's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Now a timeout called by Miami. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
George is checked in for the Pelicans. Prince dishes to Jones. And the layup's good off the glass. Jones has got 8 points.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Goes up to the stripe, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Just such a natural shooting ability, Paul George, making the tough mid-ranger look easy.
To the paint, here's Jones, and Jones slams it home.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pelicans lead by 1. It's the... Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Everybody be patient, be on the same page.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Miami, Jones is out there with Winslow. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Taurean Prince. And it's Mikhailuk in at the shooting guard position. They grab their own miss. Sexton's shot is good.
Don't want to see athleticism wasted just on offense as Sexton uses it that time to get an offensive board.
Now here is Robinson. In the corner, Winslow with it. Prince outside. 6 on the shot clock. Winslow is screen on George. Prince, that's for 2. As he pulls it in. New Orleans leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Over Robinson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Gilgeous-Alexander can hit you with a lot of moves. Tricky to defend.
The first one falls, so it's both teams making substitutions here. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Man passes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
Pass to Madison. Outside, Sexton. Here's the screen. The shot's good. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's Man. Going inside. Feeds it to Towns. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And George now top of the key. Over Collins. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Here's Man. And he dunks it down.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Now called for the Heat.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Oldham.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He said he just wants them to play faster. Feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And the pass to Man. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Passes to Bassett. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the pick. 13 feet away. Good work there as it goes. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Gilgeous-Alexander learning this offensive system and learning it well.
Man passes to Towns, and the shot is good.
Anthony
Towns has got 6 points in the quarter.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot, and then able to knock it down.
Colin Sexton forced into the role in Cleveland with tons of minutes, but also having to orchestrate the offense for a very young team.
Here's Man. He takes it in. Kennard for 3. Outside Collins. He feeds it to Towns. And it's blocked. Sexton against Kennard. To the middle. Madison the pass to George. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. New Orleans moving it around. Sexton's shot is good.
That's in rhythm and right on target as Sexton has a very well-rounded offensive game, playing in control now.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Towns.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. To the inside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And SGA up there getting that flush to go.
Miami with the ball.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Reddish kicks to Towns. And that one goes long.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Goes up and lays it nice and easily. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 9 now for New Orleans.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Collins looking around. Fades. The shot will not fall. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
left his draws for the game down, but I'd be so proud to put it down for the mic.